good to have this event again. It's been 2 years since we've been able to meet in person and have this event. We welcome all of you. This is pretty close to a full house, which is very, very cool. I'm John Wonke. I'm the Executive Director of the Lenawee Education Foundation, and also in the front there, you can see today we'll give away 385 scholarships, almost $400,000. And across the second page there, what really amazes me is we're approaching $8 million with this particular year on scholarships given, and over 7,200 individual scholarships, which certainly makes a heck of an impact on families and students in the community. A couple other things. We don't only give scholarships. This foundation was formed in '85 to actually build a building at no tax dollar expense, which happened back in 1985. It was the William Ross Educational Service Center. And I don't really think the founders of this foundation really realized what this would end up being and the magnitude and benefit to education that is provided. And the last calculation I did last year was over $10 million in benefit to the community in the educational. Frank, I usually turn this over to Frank Dick at this time to welcome you. What we decided to do in lieu of not having him is we have a video, and Frank would like to provide his welcome and words from a video. So if we could have the video.
I appreciate your being here, and I want the students to benefit from this program, and they have. 385 students are going to get a diploma from the Lenawee Educational Foundation program. I have to be the chairman of it. But I couldn't come personally tonight, but I wanted to share with you my deep appreciation for not only what the students have done, but also the people who contribute to make this night possible. I think we've given millions over the period of years. And it all started when our superintendent of schools, Bill Ross, thought it'd be good. Why couldn't the business people and the citizens chip in and help some of the kids that need a way to go to college? And that's where it's formed. And we had 3 on the board at the first time, and that worked out good. But the Consolidated Gas Company was the first one, and then the next second was Glinger's Life Insurance. That's where I became interested. But it's a community affair, and that's what it pleases me. And so you look at the students and say, oh, do I really want to go to college? Yes, you want to go to college, but when you go to college, you want to use all the insights that you can get. For example, you notice on the program that was distributed tonight, there's all kinds of facts there. Read those. But I like one of the rules is this, that you never skip a class. You learn from a teacher, and the teacher learns from the student. It's fundamental learning. We all learn on the basis of what we hear and what we evaluate and how we use it. So I say here, the community has risen up here, and 385 scholarships. That's a marvelous thing. I'll tell you one thing. Lenawee County loves their community, and they show that in the love of their giving way. And for example, I just think that if you analyze day by day all the things that we can do for others, I guess maybe Abraham Lincoln said it right. He said, I will prepare myself for someday my chance may come. You just can't do enough good in this community. So Winston Churchill was asked to give a speech to help the war effort in World War II. And his talk was good because it only had 5 words. He said, never, never, never give up. And he sat down. Wasn't that marvelous? I think all that time, the thousands of students who have benefited and the community has. So let's keep it all in mind. We should love each other, and we should help each other, and we should do things for each other. That's what makes Lenawee County different. And to the audience, I regret missing this program, but I want to be a part of it. Hello to all of you, and God bless this country.
On the back of your name tags, there's Frank's rules for when you go away to college. And I'm going to ask you to reference the back of your program here. I cannot do justice the way Frank would present these because he used to do the never, never, never give up type of approach. But he would do never, never, never miss a class. And he touched on that. Always do your homework. Get to know your professor. He expounded on that quite a bit because you build that relationship, you're comfortable asking questions. Give thanks to those who have given their love and support to you, which if you were standing where I am, there's a lot of family and friends out here supporting you students. Be cautious of student loans. And I can tell you that's a real issue today in society. And things just don't happen, you make them happen. And I would ask you to keep that rules on the back of your tag and take it with you and reference it your first day at college. The last thing I'd like to say, or the second to the last thing, we have a lot of thank yous to do today to make this event happen. Our speakers, our readers, our volunteers, Adrian College, just a lot of different people. But I'd like to, I don't know if she's in here, but if you can imagine trying to manage 170 different loans, 200 students, 170 different evaluation committees, getting it to print with minimal mistakes, it's a massive task. All the organization, Christy Suter, she's standing in the back there. Could we have a round of applause? She'll probably be embarrassed I told her this, but she didn't get to bed till 2 o'clock last night because she was at a rodeo and one of the participants she was with got hurt, so they had to spend some time with the EMTs. So she's running on oxygen here. So the last thing, and before we get started, and we're close, you can see our first group of recipients is lined up here. Our speaker's going to get up, read the name of the scholarship, the donor and the recipient. They'll congratulate each other, and that'll go down through the however many scholarships we have. The students and presenters will then exit the stage. There's an opening there to go back to the music room where your pictures will be taken, and then you'll filter down the hallway and back in again. So we'll get started.
Thank you, John. Are you coming up? Come on up. Welcome. first scholarship is the Adrian Community Preschool Scholarship in memory of Shirley Dick. Presenter is Josh Teagle. Olivia Rolahada is the, are you here? Okay, step forward, okay. Adrian Community Preschool Scholarship in memory of Arden Monk, presented by Josh Teagle. Austin Daniels. American Legion Post number 97, scholarship funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Glenn Hively. Brooke Patterson. Disabled American Veteran Scholarship funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by John Wonke. Abigail White. John's getting there. Dr. John Dawson Memorial Scholarship, Adrian College Teacher Education, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Stanley Kane, Jillian Molnar. Frank and Shirley Dick Health Scholarship, presented by John Wonke, Olivia McClellan. Frank and Shirley Dick Lenawee Economic Development Corporation Scholarship, presented by John Wonke, Anna Milan. Lenawee County Fair Queen, presented by Hallie Petrolsky, Autumn Snyder. Lenawee County Fair Queen First Runner-Up, presented by Hallie Petrolsky, Rayleigh Clairday. Lenawee County Fair Queen Second Runner-Up, presented by Hallie, Allison Brett. Ron Reeves Memorial Adrian College Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Stanley Kane, Sage Doan. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, the Royce and Wilma Baker Memorial Scholarship, presented by Michael and Marcia Hoffman to Christian Bloom. The Sister Eileen Rice Teacher Education Scholarship, presented by Diane Brown to Lexi Holt. The Steve Gonzalez Class of 1979 Memorial Scholarship, presented by Tony Gonzalez and Dave Baker to Alicia Garcia. The Tammy Fisher Memorial Scholarship, presented by Amanda Spawn to Kaylin Weatherby. The Coberly Legacy Scholarship, presented by Kim and Caitlin Coberly to Aaron Burdick. The Harry B. Steele and Joanne Steele Memorial Scholarship, presented by John Wonke to Zachary Bella. Congratulations.
So I've always known that I like the mental health field, so I was always trying to figure out how to get there. And so when I was in high school, I decided psychology would be my major, and then it was just trying to find the cheapest option around. And then the University of Toledo popped up, and it was a great school with lots of great scholarships. And then it turned into the best opportunity of my life, and I've really enjoyed it there, so yeah.
The Larry Richardson Memorial College Scholarship, presented by the Lenawee County Democratic Party, presented by Scott J. Smith and Joaquin Ramos to Sabrina Martinez. The Rex and Mary Martin Scholarship, presented by Joe Williams to Zachary Daniels. The Vincent E. Lysick Jr. Memorial Scholarship, presented by Marianne Lysick, Susan Lysick Hurley, and Karen Kennedy to Benjamin Lammers. And the Walter J. and Leota Tom R. McNeil Memorial Scholarship, presented by Joe Williams to Madeline Bauer, Corey Hargraves, Nicholas Johnson, and Mason Mueller. Thank you.
Okay, our next group is three-dimensional physical therapy, 3DPT scholarship, presented by Jessica Chester, Audrey Forrest, Harley Russell, Braylon Stover. I'm winded from running back. Adrian College Scholarship, presented by Bonnie Lynch, Brayer Borton, Sarah Bauer, Nicholas Johnson, Kaylee Kosaru, Jillian Molnar, Emily Peterson, Rebecca Raspel, Keith Scott, Haley Shields, Rebecca Shoemaker, Jonah Watson. Congratulations. The Adrian Garden Club Scholarship was given to Rebecca Terryberry, who was unable to attend. Adrian Morning Rotary Club Scholarship, presented by Jim Hartley, to Kylie Balin. Adrian Morning Rotary Club Scholarship, Madison High School Interact Club, presented by Jim Hartley to Lillian Wager. The Adrian Morning Rotary Club Scholarship, Madison High School Interact Club Renewal, presented by Jim Hartley to Carly Anschutz. The Adrian Morning Rotary Club Scholarship, Service Above Self, presented by Jim Hartley to Jacob McKelvey. The Adrian Morning Rotary Club Scholarship, Service Above Self Renewal, goes to Grace Duso Riley, who was unable to attend. Adrian Noon Rotary Club, Siena Heights University, Dr. Robert Brady Scholarship, presented by Mary Murray to Sabina Martinez. The Adrian Noon Rotary Club Four-Way Test Essay Scholarship, presented by Mary Murray to Lillian Wager. The Al and Julie Britton Michigan State University Scholarship to Shayna Glaze, who is unable to attend. The Al and Julie Britton Michigan State University Scholarship, presented by Al and Julie Britton to Sean Leonard. The Alan Myers Memorial Scholarship, Aviation, presented by Tim Hudson to Jerry Avalos Otero, Breton Haney, Julia Lehman, and Benjamin Miller. Thank you. If you'll step up to the blue line, please, right under the lights. The Ellen and Nadia Meyer Foundation Scholarship presented by Tim Hudson, Kara Anderson, Madeline Bauman, Cal Brody, Walker Claiborne, Evan Cole, Maya Hilligan, Caitlin Keeler, Olivia McKellen. The Alan and Nadia Meyer Foundation continues. Tim Hudson, husband, is the presenter. Emma Newlove, Harley Russell, Claire Schaefer, Aiden Schmidt, Alyssa Signowski, Ryan Summel, Josh Swallow, David Welch, Debbie Welch. Would you pronounce that for me? Davia. Okay, thank you. We're trying. Congratulations.
The Alvin and Claire Schwab Scholarship presented by Paula Tretman, Patrick Thresher, who's unable to attend. The American Legion Auxiliary Underwood Ore Unit 34 Tecumseh presented by Debbie Rentschler to Kylie Bayland. The Anderson Development Company Adrian High School Scholarship presented by Tricia Harju to Gwendolyn Froelich. The Anderson Development Company Family Scholarship presented by Tricia Harju to Evan Cole. The Anderson Development Company Scholarship presented by Tricia Harju. Rebecca Culbertson was unable to be with us today. Caitlin Keeler, Aiden Schmidt, and Matthew Urbancic. The Athena Lenaway Scholarship presented by Annette Stone to Sabina Martinez. The Braceway Incorporated STEM Innovation Scholarship presented by Chuck Force to Caitlin Keeler. And the CJ Junior and Marcella Barraclough Scholarship presented by Carla and Marcella Barraclough to Alex Wheeler. Thank you. Community Service Scholarships presented by John Walkie to Keith Scott, Jr., who is unable to be with us today. Gwendolyn Froelich, Haley Medley, Haley Shields, Mikkel Brody, Gersimran Parr, Caitlin Keeler. Evan Cole, Grace Ryan, Annika Berg, Ethan Houston, and Kylie Bayland.
The Culver's Adrian Scholarship presented by Kathy Beyer, Sydney Ricker. The Dick and Jan Parson First Generation Scholarship, Zeta Patterson was unable to attend. Don and Becky Fry Scholarship presented by Don and Becky Fry, Elizabeth Scher. Don and Lucy Mackey Memorial Health Scholarship presented by Dick and Jan Parson to Megan Warren. The Elizabeth Ruffress Wilson Dedicated Musician Award presented by Teresa Powers to Kathleen Dawn, Benjamin Lammers, Abigail Worden. Elizabeth Wilson Memorial Scholarship presented by Teresa to Regina Madskar. The Elizabeth Wilson Memorial Scholarship presented by Teresa to Haley Medley. Congratulations. Okay, we missed Nathan March for the Wilson Renewal Scholarship. Congratulations.
The Fairfield Chapter 224, Order of the Eastern Star, Thelma Swigert Memorial Scholarship, presented by Karen Lamka to Matson Garza and Keegan Villeroy. The Farber Foundation Business Scholarship, presented by Marcy Brown to Sage Dolan, Nicholas Johnson, Hanson Lilly, who could not be with us today. The FFA Alumni Scholarship, presented by the Ken Bollinger Award, presented by Alan Dickerson to Ruby Miller. The FFA Alumni Scholarship, Lenawee County, presented by Alan Dickerson to Deidre Gilbert and Keegan Villeroy. The Gleaner Life Insurance Society Scholarship, presented by Jamie Linden to Brooke Lessering, Braden Nicholson, and Nina Van Camp. And the LISD Tech Center Gleaner Life Insurance Scholarship, presented by Jamie Linden to Trey Neiman. Congratulations to all these folks.
It means a lot knowing that, you know, the community's behind you, because just like going in without it, I feel like you might be kind of like lost almost in a way, but like having that support, you feel like, you know, there's something that the community has you, and then there's just something to go forward to.
The Free to Play Scholarship presented by Doug Gray to Elizabeth Scher. The Gray Institute Scholarship presented by Doug Gray to Kylie Dalen. I-92 Ministries Scholarship presented by Andy Pat to Mikkel Brody. The Antiva Projects LLC Scholarship goes to Paul Plassman, who was unable to attend. Jackson College, presented by Mallory Frayling to Libby Rourke. The Janet McDowell Lenawee County Debate League Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Janet McDowell to Faith Galinas. The Dr. Kelly Sishi and Lorenzo Cristaldo Debate Scholarship, presented by Janet McDowell to Annabelle Smith. the Jillian Ryan Skilled Trade Scholarship presented by Jillian Ryan to Alexander Matson. Joanne Voorhees Yider and Lyle Yider Scholarship will go to Emily Golub, who was unable to attend. Kelly Carter Scholarship presented by John Walkie to Kylie Baylett and Emily Peterson. The Land S Scholarship presented by Stephanie Harmon to Brenton Haney, and Noah Cormus was unable to attend. Thank you.
The Lawrence and Wilma Johnson Scholarship Fund, presented by Joe Williams, Kylie Balin, Zachary Bella, Aubrey Fox, Olivia McClellan, Tyson Tennyson, and Zachary Wright, who was unable to attend today. The Lenawee County Association of Realtors Scholarship, presented by Danielle Stepp, to Ruby Miller and Jersey Still. The Lenawee County Republican Party Scholarship presented by Paul Palpant to Jersey Still. The Lenawee County Association of School Boards Special Education Scholarship presented by Mark Haig to Sonia Getz. The Lenawee County Superintendent's Association Scholarship to Kaylee Craig, who was unable to attend. The Lenawee County Commissioner Scholarship presented by Nancy Jenkins Arno to Sydney Rickard, and Meredith Utrova was unable to attend. The LCMHA E-Race and Stigma Scholarship to Nadia Robinson, who was unable to attend. Thank you. Congratulations.
The Lenawee County 4-H Council Scholarship, presented by Ashley Warwick to Olivia Guarata and Abigail White. The Lenawee County 4-H Council Scholarship, Junior Livestock, in memory of Tori Clark, Linda Bailey and Brian McMillan, presented by Ashley Warwick, Rebecca Cuthbertson, who could not be here, Natalie Fisher, Carolyn Gould, Vivian Hine, Lauren Keller, Jillian Mullner, Luke Knopfsinger, Elizabeth Scherer, Blaine Wheeler. The Lenawee County Friends of 4-H FFA Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Ashley Warwick to Deidre Gilbert. The Lucy Walcott Barnum Chapter DAR Scholarship, presented by Marcia Cole to Kara Anderson, Zoe Mosher, and Lillian Wager. Congratulations.
Lenawee County 4-H Council Scholarship in memory of Jeff Marvin, presented by Ashley Warwick to Evan Cole. The Lenawee County 4-H Council Scholarship in memory of Richard and Marge Jackson, presented by Ashley Warwick to Luke Knofziger. The Lenawee County 4-H Council Scholarship, Rome Blue Ribbons in honor of Harvey and Rosie Warwick, presented by Ashley Warwick to Deidre Gilbert. The Lenawee County Holstein Association Scholarship, presented by Ashley Warwick to Carly Allison, Adam Baker, Elizabeth Keller, Tegan Long, Mallory Marvin, Alexis Wheeler, and the Lenawee County NAACP Citizen Scholarship presented by Deanna Hennigan to Annika Berg and Harley Russell. Thank you.
The LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Bell and Cliff Automotive Scholarship, presented by Gary Clift to Tyson Tennyson. The LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Mark Feaster Memorial Scholarship, funded by Cliff Buick GMC, presented by Gary Clift to Brenton Haney. LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Bruce Stevens Memorial Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Rhea Stevens to Josh Swallow. Brian Bovey Scholarship, presented by Joe Lucy to Gavin Cornett. LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Citizens Gas Fuel Company Scholarship. Alana Demlow was unable to attend. Glenn Marek Memorial Scholarship, presented by Joe Lucy to Benjamin Goodluck. The LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Cottingham Scholarship, presented by Jenny Heath to Alexander Madison. The LISD Tech Center Scholarship, James Phillip Trade Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by James Phillip to Nick Ostis. The LISD Tech Center Scholarship, Lenawee County Dental Community Scholarship, presented by Angela Gilbin to Kylie Spalding. The Tech Center Scholarship, Nursing Prep Scholarship, presented by Jenny Heath to Kylie Balint. The Lynn and Darlene Southward Health Scholarship, presented by Darlene Southward to Alexa Broadway. Congratulations.
The Maurice and Dorothy Stubnitz Foundation Art Scholarship, presented by Michelle Forrest and Jocelyn Oshley. The Maurice and Dorothy Stubnitz Foundation Engineering Scholarship, presented by Michelle Forrest to Caleb Albright. The Maurice and Doris Dorothy Stubnitz Foundation Engineering Scholarship Renewal, presented to Levi Lang, who could not be with us today. The Stanley Keene Adrian College Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Stanley Keene to Audrey Salamine. The Partners in Hope Scholarship, presented by Stanley Keene to Lillian Wager. The Milton C. and Margaret L. Porter Adrian College Teacher Education Scholarship, presented by John Wonke to Sarah Bauer, Kaylee Craig, who cannot be with us, and Jillian Molnar. The Milton C. and Margaret L. Porter Special Education Scholarship, presented by John Wonke to Zachary Daniels and Emily Golab, who cannot be with us. The Maxwell Family Scholarship, presented by Paula Trentman to Lillian Wager. The Otto and Marianne Meyer Scholarship, presented by Paula Trentman to Lindsay Benscooter, Paige Bernath, Olivia Foster, Shayna Glaze, Emily Golab, who cannot be with us, Chase Hiram, and Claire Marsh. Congratulations.
You know, I'm very honored that I was able to be selected for a few different scholarships, and I just think it would be very helpful to be able to finance my furthering my education. It's just nice knowing that it takes a little bit of the financial burden off.
The Mission Fitness Stewardship Scholarship presented by Eric Driver to Noelle Paulette, Libby Rorick, and Josh Swallow. The Eric D. Driver Fitness, Strength, and Conditioning Scholarship presented by Eric Driver to Noah Gredlis. The Premier Bank Hispanic Scholarship presented by Maggie Seagrave to Matson Garza and Jacob McKelvey. The Richard L. German Criminal Justice Scholarship funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Joe Williams to Carter Smith. The Richard German Scholarship presented by Joseph Williams to Kara Anderson. The Rick Gurgen Adrian College Scholarship funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Joseph Williams to Jonah Watson. The Rod and Karen Pender Scholarship, presented by Rod Pender to Avery Thorpe. Thank you.
Charles and Virginia Hickman Hospital Educational Scholarship is presented by Katie Fry and Brian Ward. Receiving the scholarship are Eric Burdwick, Hallie Clark, Raina Davis, Grace Dussault Riley, who is unable to attend, Hannah Engel, Weston Fortney, Lee Gregg, Emma Hammond, Olivia Larada, Claire Marsh, here comes Claire, Olivia McLennan, Libby Rorick, Patrick Thrasher, unable to attend, Casey Wright, Hannah Borton, Rachel Lagore, Mackenzie Spraden. Congratulations.
Siena Heights University Scholarship, presented by Trudy Moore, Natalie Fisher, Grace Gibbs, Noah Gradeless, Leah Craig, Caden Holt and Chase Packard, who could not be with us today, Olivia Larata, Sabina Martinez, Jackson Neese, Saul Altero, Chloe Prophet, Brandon Rao, Jersey Robinson, Jocelyn Shantz, Aubriana Tripp, Kaylin Weatherby. The Spring Arbor University Scholarship, presented by Sierra Cheney, Carolyn Gould. Congratulations. The Steve Krusich JC LISD Academy Scholarship, funded by Frank and Shirley Dick, presented by Kim Dusso to Kelsey Weiser. The Strokes for Students Scholarships, presented by Marcy Brown, Robert Mikulski, Preston Dozinski, Elliot Strahan, Nicholas Johnson, George Ames, Clara Wesley, Kira Anderson, Benjamin Lammers, Lucas Day, Olivia McClellan, Keegan Villaro, Trey Neiman, Anika Berg, Adeline Salenbein, and Alexander Madsen. Congratulations.
I'm lucky to have won these scholarships, and that should be a goal for all younger students. Apply for as many of these scholarships as you can, because you're not going to win all of them, but the more you apply for, the better chance you have of winning. So that's the biggest thing in my opinion. And then another thing is just work hard. You know, be passionate about what you do and have those goals for the future, and you know, achieve them.
The David S. Hickman Leadership Scholarship, presented by Mr. David Hickman to Brooke Leisingring. The David David S. Hickman Leadership Scholarship Renewal to Hudson Holembing, who is not able to attend, and to Rachel Stockford. The Fab Four Scholarship presented by Marnie Davis by Annika Berg. The Fallen Heroes Scholarship presented by Ron Bailey to Brer Orton and Jessica Scott. The Thomas H. and Jeanette C. Meyer Educator Scholarship presented by Tom and Jeanette Meyer to Tabitha Warner. A Very Cool College Scholarship presented by John Wonky to Aaron McLaughlin and Jersey Still. The Tipton Pythian Sister Scholarship to Madison Overton Randall. The TLC Community Credit Union Scholarship presented by Carrie Zubke to Wendy Solarski, to Miranda Emmerich, Madison Garza, and Alyssa Singowski. The Wildcat Athletic Boosters Memorial Scholarship presented by Paula Trentman to Alyssa Singowski and William Wendt. The Zonta International Lenawee County Scholarship College presented by Carrie Hartley and Angie Vernier to Carly Allison. The Zonta International Lenawee County Scholarship to High School, Libby Rorick, who is unable to attend. You're here? Well, nice to see you. Thank you. Congratulations.
I've received the Gleaner Life Insurance Scholarship and the David S. Hickman Leadership Scholarship. And both of those mean a lot to me because it just shows that they believe in me, and it inspires me to keep working hard. And especially Mr. Hickman, just seeing him be such a good leader in the community and give back has really inspired me to stay local and give back to my local community, which is really cool.
The Thomas Marvin Scholarship will be presented by John Wonky on behalf of Charlene Cass. Emily Bays, who could not be with us, Devin Kern, not here today, and Kennedy Price, also not here. Present to receive the scholarships are Alexa Brockway, Anessa Cantu, Amelia Danley, Maya Hilligans, Mallory Marvin, Ailey Patterson, Joseph Bazucki, and Derek Tomlin. The Tecumseh Youth Theater Scholarship presented by Jennifer Williams to Caleb Albright. Congratulations. Emily Kidzorik was also not on my list, but congratulations, Emily.
The Tecumseh Area Soccer Club Scholarship presented by Joe Williams to Alexander Matson and Bryn Richardson. The Tecumseh Kiwanis Scholarship presented by Mike McCarron to Caleb Albright, Kylie Balint, Catherine Don, Amelia Danley, Benjamin Lammers, Alexander Madsen, Emma Newlove, Bryn Richardson, Caitlin Russell, Josh Swallow, Tyson Tennyson, and Abigail Worden. Thank you.
The Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, Coach Vic Lawson Family Scholarship, presented by Henry Mensing, to Caleb Albright. Patrick Thrasher was unable to attend. Jillian Dieter. Devin Kern, not able to attend. Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, Bertha LaPointe Scholarship, presented by Henry Mensing, Emma Hoffman, Benjamin Lammers, Claire Marsh, Anna Malone, Brandon Roberts. Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, Eleanor Johnson Scholarship, Amelia Danley, Brian Gotham, Paige Grosheim, Isla Skabova, Christopher Warren. Congratulations.
It's nice knowing that our community is very supportive of continuing our education, and even just in general, growing up, not even just in the scholarship aspect, but our schools, like the community is very involved. You know, like there's always people cheering on our sports teams and our academics, and you really do feel supported in every aspect.
And our final group of recipients. The Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, Gerald Nelson Scholarship, presented by Henry Mensing. Christian Bloom, Catherine Don, Evan Fry, Emily Kadzorik, Ruby Miller. Now with us today, Olivia Nago, Bryn Richardson, Caitlin Russell, and Alex Zaborix. Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, the Irene Bolt Scholarship, Lindsay Binscooter. Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, the Lillian Butthoff Scholarship, Katie Solanko was not with us today. Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, the Louise Lawson Family Scholarship, presented by Henry Mensing, to Kylie Valent, Emma Newlove. The Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, the Mensing Family Scholarship, presented by Henry Mensing, to Ariel Ostafin, Aiden Schmidt. And the Tecumseh Schools Foundation Scholarship, the Shadler Family Scholarship, presented by Henry, to Britton Haney and Tyson Tennyson. Let's give a big round of applause for this last group and all of our recipients.
How about that? 200 almost 400 scholarships in 4 $400,000. That's a big afternoon. We really appreciate everyone coming. Outside, we have a tent set up. You can mill around with your donor, recipients, family members, celebrate, converse. And with that, I want to thank my speakers. I forgot to say my normal, we apologize in advance if we mispronounce names. There's a lot of names there. But we did our best. So with that said, we be adjourned. Thank you.